Venice has always been that quirky, expressive,
be what you want,
fun,
be who
whatever.
you want.
Watch out for my toe, buddy.
They can arrest you, but you will be out.
No consequences.
No consequences.
You have to have a warrant to go in there.
Yeah, it's like an apartment. There you go. They gave him a hotel over here with 2 years free rent.
This is a new level. This is Walking Dead thing.
This is church. It's an unwritten rule where you don't mess with the tourists.
So our tent's coming in.
10 years ago, did you hear about PTSD other than for military people? Now everybody got it. They burnt 2 multi-million-dollar homes down. We made more money during the pandemic than we are now. Venice has had a hiccup, but we're gonna build. We're gonna be back. We're not going anywhere.
Good morning, guys. Iconic Venice Beach. I did a video here 2 years ago capturing the feel and vibe of the place. Now I'm back here 2023 doing a follow-up, seeing what's changed, if anything. And from first impressions, I can already see quite a big change, but we never know until we talk to the locals. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk around down this very fascinating, unique sliver of America and see what's going on. Let's do this. The famous Muscle Beach, where Arnie used to come out.
We as humans, we are all souls and young faces from the land where we was created with the culture of you. So if you stay one place too long, you get burned out too smart. That's how we say you drown without touching water. I can go up on that wall and give you 25 handstand push-ups. And as respect to my action, look.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Ten.
Jeez.
$20. $30.
How old are you?
56. Age is a number of you.
All right, we're talking 5 minutes in, and that's what I love about Venice Beach. There's all types of backgrounds. Everyone just sort of doing their thing, and there's a life here.
Hey, hit it. Wait, let's get her. Come on. Oh, she's next. Come on. Hey, oh, she ain't scared of party. Here to say.
Oh,
Hey,
he's twerking.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
He's
Alabama.
He's the California State twerking champion.
Yeah,
No, really?
Yeah.
Just got the competition.
Oh.
Hey, and I give you a 7 out of 10.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Last time I was here, this was just full of tents.
All 10.
All
Yeah.
10 city here. Well, you had a little swath in front of your building because...
Well, we ended up getting rid of all that because we had the community come together and had to be hands-on. We filled up
You
like,
had to be hands-on.
like,
That's a nice way of
literally,
saying...
yeah, you got to go. There's several ways of being homeless, but if you're out here doing drugs and not doing anything for anybody and just doing drugs all day in a tent, no, you got to go. Yeah, no.
Okay, so the city has removed all that.
The city, well, they had the sheriffs come out here and made a big thing. They were like sheriffs, like 12 of them walking down the boardwalk, and then the sheriff was coming down here and said, we're going to clean up the beach. When LAPD couldn't do it, but you passed a law where LAPD was hands off. Prop 47, like I was saying.
For those that don't know, Prop 47 in California is...
It's where that you can, all theft under $950 is a misdemeanor. So that means you go into a store, snatch a bunch of clothes and run off, and if it's under $950,
We could do it right now.
You can do it right now.
Go grab the Playboy sweatshirt, some
Run
other
down the
stuff.
street. The police can grab me. He'll follow me. Get the police involved. I'll be out by the time they finish the paperwork. And that's done.
You, the thief, will be out by the time of...
They finish the paperwork.
What do you mean you're out?
That means
they
that-
actually they bring you into the jail or what?
They can arrest you for theft, but you will be out with a ticket.
No consequences.
No consequences. And if you're homeless and you're doing this and they give you a ticket, what the hell you care? Like, a lot of these guys get open container tickets. I mean, if you look up the tickets that's been written on Venice Beach, and they're unpaid. Because first of all, I'm a transit. I'm going to give you a fake name because you don't necessarily have to have ID. They just give you a name and they give you a ticket and they're gone.
Okay, so that disincentivizes the policeman from actually catching the person, because why? Why would you even bother if they're just going to get out?
It makes your job 10
Right.
times harder. And then you got to realize with the cameras going up, there's bad cops out there. Let's get real.
Sure.
There's bad cops, but it has...
They're bad YouTubers. Me being one of them.
No,
sometimes.
you're pretty good. People like you, man.
Some of my videos suck.
But
I'm
what
just saying there's bad everything.
There it is. But in today's society where everybody's pulling out a camera before they help you, the police get involved, and if they say one wrong thing, you might have been a cop for 15 years, you might be next to a cop that does something wrong. All those cops are going to get written up under the same thing, and you can lose your pension.
Okay.
You know, if you're working 15 years as a cop, before it came like this, and you went through all the trials and tribulations of the street, and then all of a sudden it takes one video, and you lose that? So cops are like...
You're going to be hesitant.
When you get out on the call, you're like, you gotta know how to act or see who's watching you, because you might be in danger of your life, but no one sees that part. You know, that's what Venice originally was popular for. When I first got out here 9 years ago, man, it'd be artists, it'd be, you know, vendors and things, and people were just out. Man, if you look at the videos from 2013, it was packed out here, and people were having fun, and people were making money. You know how hard it is to hire someone out here now? Kids do not want to work.
What's with that?
They want to be Insta famous, because all these Instagram and little YouTubers and stuff, they're making grip. But it's like every kid say, well, instead of working hard to make some money, I can just make me a couple of videos.
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that. You have to grind like crazy before you're making money.
But no one's told these kids that.
It's taken me years.
It's no one's told these
Work for
kids
free.
that are 15 that, you know, that it's going to take time before you ever get these views that you're looking for.
Do 100 videos, long form videos for free. You might hump at it for 2 years. No money, no guarantee. Most likely, it's not going to go anywhere.
All right, but
So
see,
that's the risk.
you're doing this from the other side of saying, this is what it took me to make it.
Yeah.
But no one is explaining to these kids, all they thinking about is views, views, views.
Okay, so to get workers, next to impossible.
No, they're not working. They're not working. You can even look at how McDonald's willing to pay $20 an hour.
No Europeans here right now.
None.
Right?
None. But you don't see Europeans, you don't see Asians either.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
just
said, it's
you don't you. These are locals mostly, LA locals
And-
right now, right?
Well, they're United States locals, you know what I'm saying? There's not too many tourists. Everybody's scared. Then we had the big smash and grab thing that went on during the pandemic.
That story is not being told
It's
so much
not-
as the
it's-
small business owner having to deal with this, right?
It's not. We're the last to be talked about. Are you hungry? You want a cup of coffee or you want a empanada? Empanada, I got it. Here we go. Watch out for these, but they don't do nothing. Those are people. They're always messing with me. They never. Watch out for my toe, buddy. Watch out for my toe, buddy. Hey, man. This is Peter.
How you guys
This
doing?
is Rudy. This
you
is
doing?
Cop Suey. These are two of the coolest cops out here. They've been out here for years. Oh, they can't comment.
How is it, guys, right now? Crime up, down, in the middle?
I think it's down at the beach. Not compared to like the last 2 years. It was crazy.
Yeah. And what's the best beat in the state of California? There you go, baby. God. Whoa, somebody just hurt themselves. Oh, they're going to accident. Get to work.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing, man?
Show you doing the show?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, bro.
Hey, this is Peter. Everything empanada. That's Rigo. Look at him. Watch he give me some shit. Hey, who got the best empanadas in the country?
Rico's empanadas. If you don't like them, you don't pay.
If you don't like, you don't pay. Hey, that's
Whoa.
a challenge.
All right.
All right. What kind you want?
I want to
You
do
want-
that.
Oh, shit. Oh, what? Every time they see him, like, look, you got on your walking shoes?
You may want to check on down that way.
Uh-oh.
There's something going on.
Really?
What's something? What's happening? Just see a guy pushing another guy down on the ground. And some yelling.
Hey,
Is it pretty bad?
He looked a little.
Empanadas,
Yeah.
argentinas, empanadas,
It wasn't as bad that I was going to call 911, but I was like, if I see someone, maybe I should just let them know.
On the 1 to 10 Venice bad, where is it at?
It was like a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the last 2 years. from 2 years ago to now?
It was maybe a 7.
It was maybe a 7.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mama?
I'm good. How are you?
You know I love you.
I know.
No, I love you, you too.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. How you doing?
Hold on, New York. Went to see the Jews. I remember I see that.
Phil, you taking your first bite. Hold on. What?
All right. Hey,
No.
all right.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Thank you. Take care.
Your
See you in
first
Florida, man.
Venice empanada with
Okay,
sauce.
okay,
All right. Your honest opinion.
It's very doughy, soft.
There you go. All right. Told you it was good. Yeah. Not a
Tender
problem.
chicken, some onions in there. What else?
I don't know.
It's like its own ecosystem.
There you go.
There's a whole living species in there.
I don't give out plugs, but give it up. Rico's empanadas. You can turn it off, I guess. I don't know how. Yep. Is it good? Good.
It's good.
I'm good.
I like the seasoning. You don't want one?
No, that's for you, bro. We made more money during the pandemic than we are now because they was getting free money. Am I right? When the pandemic, when they had all the free checks, they were spending money like it was hotcakes. Really?
So it's slower now than during the pandemic.
What's up?
Wow. All right, thanks, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that was one of our best. Other than from 2 years prior, that was one of the best years we had. It's when they were getting the free money.
Wow.
Oh, Lord. Oh, you guys are gonna Timberland, aka Bill Drummond.
They're going for it.
Me, Timberland. Oh, my nigga Scoop, aka Fat Man.
Hey, make some noise, everybody. That's not easy. That is not easy. Up next, we got Chico, the Haitian sensation. Hey, you get a free lap dance. Watch it.
That's awesome.
Now on a busy day, that whole hill would be covered. Oh, they pulling up on a tent. See, now that's what they used to do. There you go. They on a tent. Something's happening.
That's what happens. Someone will set up a tent pretty quickly, and then they come over.
They need to come over and remove them. Tell them they can't set up a tent here because it's against the law. If you look at the sign that's set up over there, there's no camping on beach property, which is a state park. And
Okay, so where do they go? Like, what do you do? Just say, get out of here?
well, you can't set up. You can break
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tent down and walk around with a tent all day. No one's in there, but see,
Okay.
they can't go into that tent
They can't go into it.
because it's what they call it?
It's
a
their-
livable
it's
condition where you have to have a warrant to go in there.
You have to have a warrant to go in there.
Yeah, it's like an apartment. Police can't go into the tent unless that's the rules. These are laws that are set up where they couldn't go in that tent because it's a domain. So they can't actually like open up the zipper and go in there without a
And there
warrant.
could be all sorts of weird stuff going on.
Man. But they used to not even let that happen. They'd go up, oh, you got to move that. Or they'll have somebody come pick it up. They
So
don't
what do you
it.
think they're doing now? They're going to take it down?
Well, there's nobody in there, so they couldn't tell them to move. If nobody's in their tent, they got to go away. They're not going to stay here and wait for a person to return.
Okay, so
because
they got to go away and then come back later.
They hope to see someone there.
Only when someone's here can they do anything with the tent. Wow, that makes it hard.
Yeah, it does. This used to be a 30-unit where this fence is.
Oh,
a
up there.
30-unit apartment complex that's been out here for years. What happened to it? Someone in their tent was cooking meth
Oh,
and
that's
burnt
nice.
the whole building down, bro. And it's not even only happening here. If you can hear about over there at Canals, they burnt two multi-million-dollar homes down. See how they setting up plants so no one can put the tents right there no more.
Okay.
But that's happening all over the city where
So our tent's coming in.
not as much because we cleaned it up. It's like
So you have to keep on it though? Or
you have to keep on it. You got to get them before they even set up. These guys, they've been out here for years. They are more respectable. They from Venice. All those guys over there, they're from here, so they'll clean their stuff up. And it's not about how they set up, it's where they set up. The ones that set up in front of people, businesses, they don't care. These guys, they keep all their stuff in there, they stay over there, and when they leave, they stuff leave. Yeah.
they leave at night?
Yeah, they leave before the nightfall. Everybody's coming out here because of the housing situation. They're giving away apartments. Right now, you see where a lot of homeless are going? Because they gave them a hotel over here with 2 years free rent.
Just if you're homeless,
If you're homeless, you go through a process.
Okay.
And they're giving you a room for 2 years before you can be placed into permanent housing. That's the main thing about homelessness. You can go right now to the homeless shelter and have a room. You can have a shower, you can have food if you follow their rules.
Okay, so anyone that's sort of, well, there's a guy out there on the beach, let's just say for an example, right? If someone pitches a tent, maybe not here, maybe a couple streets in, they actually have the opportunity to get a place to stay here?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah. Anybody. If you follow their rules, go through the shelter.
Okay, but following the rules means off drugs,
well,
in at a certain time, right?
it's more so of in at a certain time, don't bring drugs on the property.
Okay.
How hard is that to follow?
Dogs getting in on the jam.
But see, now those are guys that are more so like artists and guitar players and, you know, people with some type of talent.
Sure.
They'll be gone. They're not going to set up a tent.
Yeah.
You know, they're just out here doing the Venice thing where it's freedom.
Because Venice has always been that quirky, expressive,
be what you want,
fun,
be who
whatever.
you want, you know, and you get to express yourself to the fullest. This is one of Venice locals.
Okay.
So, all right.
How you doing? Peter.
Peter, how are you?
What can we do about the homeless situation, in your opinion?
Look, it got really bad during the shutdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a crazy show.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's better than that.
One day at a time. One day at a time.
But they're working on it. Karen Bass, man.
She's pretty good. I will tell them about that.
She's actually doing something. When I first got here, it was probably like mid-90s or something like that. I think you had your, you know, more normal drunks.
Okay.
People that you could have a conversation with at least some of the time when they weren't totally inebriated. And, you know, you remember Eddie?
Yeah.
That's somebody you can live with.
But today...
He was a nice guy. He'd sing some Doors songs. He was too drunk some of the time. Okay, but this is a new level. This Walking Dead thing is a new...
When did the Walking Dead thing start, would you
Well,
say?
I think it's a meth problem. I think that's meth is melting people's brains.
Fentanyl,
and, you know,
right?
That's relatively new. I think they're putting that in everything just to super cheap, and they're buying it from China or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're just putting it in things to get people high. But meth, as far as I understand, was a real problem. Mm-hmm. And then there's a newer, cheaper, more destructive form of meth going around in the last, you know, maybe 5 years or something. I don't know.
So it's really the last 5 years you've seen that Walking Dead vibe happening.
Yeah, it's gotten worse. And they seem to just, you know, show up. There's a certain number of them just showing up.
Hey, you know me, staying out the way. Always good to see you, bro. Respect. Yeah.
So you can tell who's been around. You know all these guys that have been around here forever.
Yeah.
How long you been down here?
9 years.
9 years.
9 years.
And you got the title OG.
Yeah.
You managed to pull that one, huh?
Well, yeah, it was like, you know, I call it the old guy. But, you know, it's OG out of respect because I treat everybody equally. You know, no matter what color you are, what home. He's a homeboy, like, he's a homie. And he respect me. And I don't like pick and choose people. I treat everyone, even the homeless, even the addicts, because I'm a recovering addict myself. Okay. So I treat everyone equally. I know what they're going through, but it's a way of going through it. You know, with all this help that they're offering out here, it's up to you to take it, but you know, you have to have a respect with it. Seeing this every day is a reminder that I'm only one drink or one joint away from being homeless and acting crazy.
So having mental services is huge to all this.
Because you have to really
treatment centers, mental service.
Mental is more right now because it seems like everybody in this generation that's coming up, oh, I got PTSD and they're crying about, oh, I have issues. You're fucking 14. How can you have issues or realize that you have issues and you haven't been through anything? Big pharmaceutical companies pushing out these drugs and saying, well, all right, 10 years ago, did you hear about PTSD other than for military people? Now everybody got it. It's like every child has it. It's like you were born with it. It came out of nowhere. I understand if you've been through tragic conditions and you've been through a hard life like I have, and you have done some things that might give you that, or been through things that have given you that. It's like these kids haven't been through anything, but all of a sudden I'm labeled as, you know, why? Come on. All right. Hey, this is Perry. This is one of my Venice kids. That's why they call me OG, because I adopted all of them. I was the first one to get on the skateboard. Now she be thrashing.
He's just like the dad of the boardwalk. Like, you know, everyone knows him. He's OG. He's always been there.
As far as you coming up out here, you're born and raised, you're Venice. what do you think of the homeless situation?
I think it's sad. I mean, it's gotten so much better though. Like seriously, it used to be all throughout like the beach, everywhere, like literally everywhere. You know, it's definitely like gotten so much better in my opinion, but it's still super bad. Like obviously, like on roads and stuff, it's still like it smells so bad over there sometimes. It's like
There's some strong scents in the alleyways.
It's horrible, yeah. Like it's bad, but like you know, you can't really control it. It's Los Angeles, you know.
I think skating is the best thing for the youth. You know why? Because it teaches you face plants and consequences and like eating
100%.
right? Do you do a backside boneless? That's from the 80s.
Oh yeah, that's some old school stuff.
That's some old school shit. I could do that, but I don't want to be that guy right now. My back.
Well, she'll take you over there and give you a board, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Back again. What? This is poison, so be alert and cautious.
Is there a hierarchy here, or there's like a respect for the old school people or the locals that grew up here, or how does it work?
Well, everybody, all right, so for me to be out here 9 years, everybody knows me. And like I say, I treat everyone equally. Prairie's protected because she's in the skater group.
She's protected, like no one's gonna mess with her.
Like if a homeless person was to mess with her or grab her or something, you would see 90%, 80% of this beach take care of her.
Okay, so people are watching out for each other here.
Well, like I said, I'll give a shout out to a foundation called Helper Foundation, which they are a community, a community group where they patrol the area. You might see all this craziness going on, but you don't see tourists getting bothered. It's an unwritten rule where you don't mess with the tourists.
And you can tell a tourist a mile away.
Yeah.
So it's okay to bring kids down here?
It's okay to bring kids down here. And like I tell them, I say, the only thing you watch for is the people that are walking around talking to themselves, because those are the people with mental issues, and they're,
Seen quite a few of those.
Yeah, and you don't know what they'll do because they're not in their right mind. But as far as someone, and since the Prop 47 has been kicked into place, there has been people coming from other places to mess with people. So there has been, as far as the unseen wars where people from coming out here to rob people or something has been taken care of by the people that are born and raised around here.
So unseen wars. So a tourist, there are many layers here, right?
Right.
So the tourist comes through, they're seeing this top surface layer. They'll never have to experience or really understand that stuff. But you said unseen, so the people living here
and the gangbangers,
and the gangbangers,
and the gangbangers that are, there's Mexican and black gangs, which don't mess with tourists and don't let no one else mess with them. They don't want the bad name to be brought on Venice to ever do whatever they doing. How long have you been here?
A week.
A week?
Yes.
And where you from?
Egypt.
And what do you think of Venice Beach?
It's amazing. Honestly, I love the diversity here in America. It's the best thing I love about America, especially here in California.
The diversity.
Yeah, the diversity. You see a lot of people, a lot of culture. People are nice. I like it here.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about.
There's a little.
Thank you, baby.
I got you.
That's what I'm talking about. You know how we do it.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
All right. What's up?
How you doing?
All right. So, what do you think about Venice?
It's cool.
It's cool? Where you from?
Holding the
I haven't seen her yet.
So you can skate stones? That's unbelievable.
Can you skate stone? Can you skate stone?
Of course.
Yeah, really?
All day long.
Can you get in there?
Right now?
With a split. With a split.
You want me to hold up?
Ah, yeah.
Come out. Venice skate park. There we go. Hit it with it. And go. Good job, bro. So this is the skate life.
This is great.
Most of these kids are straight and narrow, and this is their life. They love it. They love it to death. And they got their own area. Nobody comes over here. There's no disrespect.
This is church.
This is church.
I come here every Sunday.
But they're all family. You know what I'm saying? These kids have been skating together for years.
What do you get out of skating?
I don't know. It's like what he said, because I don't have much family like blood, so I come here and I'm kind of new. I didn't used to skate here. I was always watching.
Okay.
And I came here on Christmas because I had nothing else to do, and I knew no one was going to be here. But there were people here though.
Yeah.
But it was chill, and I dropped in for the first time, and I was like, this feels good.
So you feel connected here?
I mean, skating is art. You know, it's a way of expression. You know what I mean? Self-expression.
Like the most famous people, Tony Hawk comes out here and chills. You know, and when he comes out, it's not like, oh, look at Tony Hawk. He's sitting over there waiting his turn and he does things. Andy Anderson, he's another. He's the best street skater, freestyle skater in the world.
Yeah.
He comes over to the shop. He's out here on the daily. Now this is nudist. Within the last couple of years, skating, this is becoming popular. The four-wheel skates, so they built this little area. This used to be for skaters too, but they backed off and let them have it. So every day they come out and do the four-wheel skate.
Great.
Yeah, but that used to be
Old
all
school.
skaters park. Yeah, it's big now, for real.
Yeah, the vibe out here is pretty awesome, I gotta say. I love it. I've come here since the 90s.
Well, you know what it is.
It's just like
always
there's
been like
nothing
this.
else like this, you know?
Put it like this, Venice has had a hiccup in its existence, but we're gonna build. We're gonna be back. We're gonna stay here. We're not going anywhere. You know, it's gonna be the same vibe, and you know, even with the mental situation, the homeless situation, we're gonna build around it, and we're still accepting. You know, you never seen any homeless person like get dragged out, like get the fuck out of here, you're not welcome. It's like you gotta move from here. You know, you can still be out here. If you're not sleeping in front of someone's business and you walking up and down these streets, nobody's gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
You know, we're not anti-homeless, it's just in front of people's businesses and not caring about people and doing stupid stuff in front of people's kids, we don't allow it, you know. But as far as you coming out here, setting up after we close, and then be gone by the time we open, you can do that all day.
Yeah.
Nobody say nothing. Once the tourists come back, you guys are welcome. Come on out, check us out. Venice is still live and thriving. Come see OG. I'm in the bottom of the V Hotel.
Okay, that's the one, right?
Yeah, V Hotel, the biggest building on the boardwalk.
Venice V Hotel, biggest building, white building, OG.
In the food court.
Right at the bottom.
Yeah, man. Come.
Most stylish guy on the beach.
No,
right?
man, not me, man. See, this is unnecessary. She's a problem. But she's new. She's not even a month old out here, and
Not even a month old.
not even a month old.
Just
But
knows that this is a place she can go to.
right, but
Yeah.
she sometimes get to the point where she's dangerous. So I don't mess with her. She knows not to come in front of my. Oh, you dropped your smile. There it is. She picked it up.
She dropped your smile line. I've never heard that.
We
Hey,
gotta
guys,
support the local art.
Beautiful.
Things are like this. All this is handmade
Beautiful.
by him on the daily. He's one of these two guys. What they're out here every day working on their craft. So you will see them right by my store. Come out, one of a kind pieces, man, that they do by hand on the daily.
So you guys this is where you come to every time?
How many years, man?
Okay, so guys, OG's shop right here.
Hey,
White building, hard to miss.
this neighbor's been out here 25 years.
Wow.
This is what he do.
So right across the street, we have this.
These are true artists of Venice Beach. These are the vendors that people come out to see because they make things by hand that you can't get.
It's really
Every
beautiful.
piece is different. One of a kind stuff.
So you can come to Venice, get your memento, your souvenir,
Right.
and always remember it.
Customized.
Yeah.
They might not make $1 all week, but they're still out here.
Like this one too.
Oh yeah, that is to see the sun. Close your eyes. Look at this to see the cliff, but look at the eye.
Oh, to see the eclipse?
Look at the light.
Oh yeah, you can barely see it. See that, guys? We have the light, and then this is for looking at the eclipse.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's your tour, Pete. Yeah, man, it was a pleasure seeing you, man. I'm loving that you came out to check on me. Man, you know,
Thank you.
This is what we got to do. I appreciate the good work you're doing on getting the word out, man.
Thank you.
And it just, it's not a problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You know, you're a beacon of light, bro. You're out here, you
You
pass
too,
the
brother.
message, and you're not discriminatory, where you do it for anybody and everybody. So continued success, bro. You know, you got my number. Hit me up if you need anything. Thank you, bro. God bless, man. I'll see you, man. My man Pete. Yes, we're real friends. It's not just about the interview. We're friends, and he's a good man. So
Right back at you.
I'll see you next time. Where you headed off to next?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Oh,
See you in a couple months.
He ain't invite OG to Hawaii, did he? Love you, brother. Peace, good luck, man. God bless. Safe travel. Yeah. Hawaii.
All right, guys, there you go. Venice Beach 2023. That's the vibe and feel that I came into. You know, everyone's got different experiences. It might be different on a different day, but the overall is the tents are gone for the most part. It feels better than 2 years ago. And my last point is things change, and quite often quicker than we think, and the information often follows much further behind. So as far as coming down to Venice Beach as a tourist, I would say it's great. I mean, it's interesting, it's fun. Have the problems completely gone away, or will they ever completely go away? Probably not. And that's sort of part of the vibe of this place, this quirky, beautiful, motley, mixed up place in the world, one and only. There's nothing else like it. Venice Beach. All right, guys, thanks for coming along on that journey. Until the next one.